For the next month, I'm going to 3 different football experiences to see which one is truly the best. On Halloween, I'm going to the Riverton versus Mountain Ridge high school football game. Then, on November 2nd, I'm going to the Saints versus Rams NFL game. And last but not least, on November 15th, we are going to the BYU TCU college football game. Alright, y'all, I'm about to get ready to pull up to the high school football game. The game we are attending is Riverton versus Mountain Ridge. It's a playoff game, first round of the playoffs. If Riverton loses, they're done. If Mountain Ridge loses, Riverton loses, they're done. If Mountain Ridge loses, they're done. And so this is a big game. My brother actually plays for Riverton, and he should get in the game a bit. So we're not gonna really vlog because I know too many people who go to Riverton because I go there. But yeah, this segment's not gonna be as good as the other two, but I promise you're gonna want to stay tuned for the game we go to at the very end. It's gonna be lit. I already know, but yeah, I'm gonna get ready and then we're gonna pull up to the game. I don't know what to wear though. We'll figure it out. You'll see me in a new fit though, for sure. Alright, so we pulled up to the stadium, and I can't even lie, y'all, your boy was a little nervous to film around all the baddies, but and like all the people who were there that I knew from Riverton, because I go there, I explained it earlier. Got into the stadium, and we headed straight for the food, and you know, your boy had to get him a little burger. It was fire, because it wasn't just like a traditional high school game, it is like microwave the burger, it's like microwave the burger, and then they just give it to you and it's like low-key cold. This place had a grill, they were cooking it up, hecka seasoning on that bit, and it was fire. 8 out of 10. That reminds me, every game we go to, we're going to be rating 3 things: food, atmosphere, and overall how good the game was. And then at the end, we'll accumulate all of that and give it a letter grade for the full overall experience. So after we ate the food, we actually stayed and watched the game for a little bit. My brother got in, and yeah, I said a little bit. I had a Halloween party to get to, so I left around the third quarter, middle of the third quarter. But it was a crazy game. It was really cool. The atmosphere was insane for a high school game, at least for me, because Riverton's atmosphere sucks. The fans suck. There's no band. There's like barely any music playing. And if there is music, it's trash coworker music. Yeah, Mountain Ridge, they had like their dance team come out in all their Halloween costumes. They had their band playing, and their crowd was low-key hype. And their DJ had some ball knowledge. He's playing Victory Lap. I actually have that vinyl. It was peak, but obviously it's a high school game. So if I had to give it a ranking, I'd give the environment a 4 out of 10. It's not college football. It's not the NFL. It's not going to be that crazy. It's a high school game. Let's chill down. In the third quarter, I ended up leaving. I get to my Halloween party, but the game was pretty much over. Riverton's quarterback threw 6 interceptions. I think 4 of them were pick sixes. Not saying I would do better, but 6 interceptions. Yeah, Riverton was down. They ended up losing, and that was the end of their season. Pretty sad, but it was a fun game to watch. I'd give the game a solid 6.5 out of 10. It was honestly pretty sick. And because it's a high school game, I don't want to give it too high of a letter grade because, you know, it's high school. But yeah, the overall grade of the high school football experience is a C. But you guys are going to want to stay tuned because at the end, I'm going to be picking my favorite experience. You guys have to see what's coming up next. Yo, good morning, y'all. Welcome to day 1 of this trip. I'm sure you guys saw the title of the video. So we are going to an NFL game today. Or not today, tomorrow. Today, we're flying to California. We're just a couple minutes out from leaving to the airport. I am so excited, mainly because this is the first ever trip that I've done like all by myself. Alright, so we made it to the airport. It's low-key crazy that I have to fly by myself. Never done this before, but it's a cool opportunity. I'm so hyped for this game. It's about to go crazy, but
morning, y'all. Welcome to day 2. I'm so hyped. It's really early though, so I'm quiet, but I'm so excited. So I'm gonna get ready now. Shout out to Spencer Rattler though. I'm so excited to go to this game, y'all. We're fitted up, looking good. I am absolutely hyped. Part of the reason too is y'all know I'm a huge Saints fan, but y'all also know I'm a diehard BYU fan. So I get to watch Puka Nacua play, like our greatest wide receiver of all time. He's on my fantasy team too. He's been saving my season, so I'm excited to watch him ball out today too. It's just gonna be an all-around good game. We're gonna rate the food too, but it's at SoFi in LA, so it might be a little expensive. But no, I'm really excited, y'all. As you can see, been doing this for the last like 5 minutes, but y'all didn't know. Y'all, we arrived at the parking. We're headed to SoFi though. This game's about to go crazy. We got a little bit of a walk, but it shouldn't be too bad. Alright, we made it to the stadium. Got some free stuff with my grandpa, Papa. Should be such a fun game. I'm not seeing too many Saints fans though. I see like 2 Drew Brees jerseys, that's it. Yeah, I've been to a ton of college football games, like BYU in Texas, but this NFL stadium is just like on another level. I have been in a stadium on a tour, but I've never seen it game day, and it's actually looking sick. Alright, so I said earlier in the video that we were going to be basing it off of experience and food and atmosphere. So we're in our seats. They're honestly pretty nice. We're super close. But yeah, we got the food, so we're going to be trying that right now. Alright, so we got the chicken strips. Let's try this. It better be fire. I'm not gonna lie, this food is really good. I like it. I'm gonna grub this down, but I'm okay rating like a 7.5. It's pretty fire. Already sucks. Hey, real quick, shout out Rashid Shaheed. Honestly, I did not know it was going to be his last game. I thought he was completely safe. I thought it was going to be Chris Olave who was going to be the one who was traded, but that's not how it unfolded. But I'm actually really glad that I got to see Rashid Shaheed's final game as a Saint. That was actually a really cool opportunity. At the time, I had no clue I was going to get that opportunity. Camara's so washed. Holy. I totally forgot to record Tyler Shuck's first touchdown because I didn't think we were going to get one all game. So it's a hard watch, but...
my fantasy team.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the contest. The New Orleans Saints 10. Your Los Angeles Rams move to 6-2 with 34 points.
Like that, the game was over. We headed out of the stadium, took some more pictures, and got on our way. It was honestly sad, but I had such a great time. And if there's one lesson I took out of it was, don't be sad that it's over, be grateful that it happened. And I'm so grateful I got to have that game, have that opportunity to hang out with my grandpa at an amazing NFL game. We had such a great time. What's up, you guys? This is Present BMoney. I forgot to rank the atmosphere and how good of a game it was. So that's what I'm doing now. The atmosphere at the game was actually insane. LA fans in general were just way more turned, had way more energy because their Dodgers literally just won the World Series the day before. So I think they had a lot of pride. Were repping their city, you know. It was extra loud, but the Saints had so many false start penalties and they couldn't put up any points. And I say that's partially because of the crowd. The atmosphere was insane. I'm gonna be rating it a 9 out of 10. And then for overall how good of a game it was an amazing game. Puka Nacua had a touchdown. He was on my fantasy team. I was hyped. Kyron Williams had a touchdown. He was on my fantasy team. I was hyped. Devontae had 2 touchdowns, which was crazy. Matt Stafford was just tearing it up. But even the Saints, it was fun seeing Tyler Shugg throw his first touchdown. As you're seeing this, Tyler Shugg has already won his first game, and he looked like a baller against the Panthers. So I'm a Tyler Shugg truther. I'm also Spencer Rattler truther. I just think he deserves to get back in. The game was actually really cool, you know. Seeing my Saints IRL, bro, the people I play on Madden with, seeing that they're real people was really cool and really surreal. So I'm going to have to give the overall goodness of the game a 10 out of 10. So overall, the grade I'm going to be giving it is an A. We made it to the game. Low-key, we are just hanging out because we got here really early, but I mean, if you look at this place, it's a function. We don't tailgate because we don't drink, but it's a function right now. Atmosphere's already pretty high. It's about to get a good ranking. Let's go. This part's going on YouTube.
DJ Advance is my go.
We made it to our seats. This is our view. This game is insane. We're already up 10. Now at the football game, we got a ton of items for food. We got hot dogs. We got cougar tails. Of course, you got to get the cougar tail if you go to BYU. We got BYU's chocolate milk, which is gas, especially the cookies and cream. And then we got some popcorn. Overall, I would grade the food a solid 9 out of 10. It's honestly some W snacks for a football game. Crazy angle. Bro, it is actually so loud in this model.
a dub. We finally didn't lose back-to-back like last year. We're up. That's why we're ranked 12. Don't sleep on us.
BYU took the dub. Yes, sir. We got the win, proving that we are still a top 15 team and better than Utah. Let's get it, baby. You down. Yes, sir. The game was electric. BYU is putting straight BTA on TCU. You can't go wrong with a W Big 12 night. You know, it was so good. The atmosphere was crazy. It was loud all the way up until the end. People don't leave their seats at BYU games. Like, they were there the entire game, the entire way through, cheering, loud. But it's not an SEC school either. Not even a Big 10 school. So the atmosphere can't be a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10. I'm going to have to go with a solid 8.5 out of 10 for the atmosphere. And then overall goodness of a game, it was an electric game. We were going crazy. Everybody was popping off. It was such a good game to watch. And it helped us not lose 2 games in a row like we did last year. It showed that BYU's getting better. And yeah, so I got to go with overall goodness of the game. Got to go with a solid 9 out of 10. Let's get it, baby. Now, I get to decide the overall letter grade for college football experience. This is a tricky one, but I'm going to have to go with an A. No minus, no plus, which means it's tied with the NFL. We went to 3 different football experiences this month. High school football, NFL, and college football. High school football is high school football. You guys know it doesn't compete with big brands that make big money. So we're going to eliminate that. And we are deciding between college football and the NFL. This is where it gets hard. But I've come to my conclusion after looking through the videos and looking how happy I was at the game and how good of a time I had. The best experience in all of football is college football. Yes, sir. You heard it right. College football beats out the NFL. Looking back at it, the trip I took to the NFL game was the reason why I feel like I had it on such high of a pedestal. NFL games are crazy, and the playing is for sure better. And like the stadium looks cooler. But if you guys didn't see my vlog of going to the NFL game, click the link in the description to see that. Make sure to watch all day through. It's a banger. But yes, it has W stadiums with comfy seats and not bleachers. Yes, it has NFL players who have been paying $60 to $500 million who are balling out and looking crazy. But there's no tradition, and it feels like the fans have more of a passion for their team. Like, I love the Saints, but BYU just, it's just like, I don't know. They're pretty... See, this is where it gets tricky now. I would say I'm equally as passionate for both teams, but just the BYU game, I didn't lose my voice at the NFL game like I lost at the BYU game. Now, whether that was because I was an away fan at the Rams game and a home fan at BYU, we will never know. But yeah. Also, college football's traditions, like see Cosmo doing stunts and you're just like, hey Cosmo, I see you. Like the Rams, they're like, whose house? Rams house. But that wasn't like no drum line for the band. Wasn't no Cosmo doing backflips through a ring of fire. It wasn't like stadium like, hey, hey. The student section is just, college football is just so peak. That's why it's the #1 football experience. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's been a blast doing these IRL videos. We're gonna keep it coming. Some more football videos on the way. And until next time, peace.
Guys, who's better? This guy or this guy? You tell me.